I want to do this. And so she had her dad, which my granddad, called me and said, yeah, son, you're going to do this. And so the way my family works is you do what he tells you to do. So,
Right.
just being honest,
a lot
right?
of black families. You know?
So I was like, yes, sir, I got you. So I hung up the phone and we got to work. She wrote out policies and procedures as she's going through chemotherapy, man. And so I went back, read all the regulations. It took me about 6 months to learn everything. And then we went back into the community and said, we're going to start educating minorities on this hospice. And that's when I find out, why are all of you all saying, I'm not going there, you're not about to kill my mom? And I'm like, why are these other people calling me when they not even appropriate yet?
Yeah.
And that's when we found out, okay, this is the problem. This is what you've been told. This is what you believe. And the reality is you were told this so that they can average other people out with your day. So you're giving your days away. My analogy was, if everyone has 6 months worth of food, but one person passes away today, that other 6 months worth of food that they had, we don't throw that away.
Yeah.
It just goes to somebody else.
Yeah. And again, man, like, again, I think to your point, so much of this comes down to education. And I think that's one thing I kind of see on a lot of folks who come on the podcast and guests. They talk about just there's this education gap in which you don't know, and kind of how people, a lot of times it looks like us, it gets penalized for it, right? Like, when you started going through this process, because again, you said like you didn't necessarily come out of school, like your background's in tech.
Like finance.
Tell me about that 6 months when you were actually, learning the regulations. Like, what did you have to go through? Was it difficult figuring out how to get the licensing? Like, how did you kind of go from, because people want to know like how you started, right? Like, how do you kind of go from 0 to 1 and even starting that kind of company?
Yeah, so I definitely didn't have enough capital, right? That's the first thing. When people even ask me now, like, well, how do I start one? I'm like, it's more expensive than you think.
Yeah.
So I think I had about 200, 220 to start it. That's money I had saved from doing government contracts. So normally I was actually doing government like staffing and recruiting, so headhunting for companies with the DoD space.